me what they wanna see me for. Hit me out, here we go. What's the re-report? Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hit me out, here we go. What's the re-report? Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hit me out, here we go. What's the re-report? Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hear me out, here we go. What's the re-report? Bring it to you live.
Welcome to the Re-Report. I appreciate you guys for taking the time to hear me out here on the Re-Report. Well, today, you thought it was over after the election, but I don't do too much politics on this channel, but when something's on your mind, I guess you got to speak about it, right? And the thing I wanted to speak about today, before we get into it, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. But we want to talk about this whole inauguration thing that took place yesterday and just the hypocrisy of so many people and the double standard, I guess you can say. Yes, so the main thing that's surrounding this is Nelly, Snoop Dogg, Soulja Boy, I believe, performing, during the Trump inauguration or the event before, or whatever the case may have been. And you got them receiving a lot of backlash for doing so. I don't know if Snoop came out and said anything. I didn't hear anything from Soulja Boy. If he did, I can imagine what he said. Like, he don't care. But Nelly did come out and say something, and when Nelly spoke, I'm probably not going to show that, but when Nelly spoke, he was trying to explain himself, but it was like he really didn't do himself any favors by speaking on it. He should have just stayed silent about the thing, because at the end of the day, man, you're not going to be able to please everybody. But of course they got paid for what they did, and again, man, like in Nelly's case, like, why? Like, you should have just stayed quiet about it. Like, if you were going, if you know what I'm saying, I just didn't think that he did himself any favors by speaking. But that's a grown man, and just like them performing at the inauguration, he's a grown man. But the hypocrisy of a lot of people with this whole let's cancel Nelly, let's cancel Snoop Dogg, let's cancel Soulja Boy. You definitely just don't get and understand like how people can be so hypocritical. A lot of the people can be so hypocritical, because I got this clip I want to show, and then I guess Charlemagne reacted to it on the Breakfast Club, because I didn't see the clip yet, but I think he reiterated from the title of the clip, he reiterated some of the same things that I was thinking. So let's play this clip that I put together from Obama 3 months ago in Philadelphia, scolding black men, shaming black men who don't want to vote or don't want to vote for Kamala Harris. But this is what Obama had to say to us regarding Donald Trump just 3 short months ago, towards the end of the campaign. Let's listen.
I'm going to go ahead and just speak some truths, if you don't mind. You have someone who has consistently shown disregard, not just for the communities, but for you as a person. And you're thinking about sitting out? I've got a problem with that, because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly now, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that.
So he's saying these things. He's talking about, Trump showing disregard for us, and all the other things that he said about Donald Trump. He's showing disregard to us. He don't care about us. He's put us down as people. He has no interest in us. He's saying all these things.
So now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you?
So when he say you, does he mean himself as well? Because is he not one of us? So he's telling us that Trump has a history of denigrating us and putting us down.
That's not acceptable. That's not, this shouldn't even be a question.
Many months later.
But check this out. I mean, look at this. If Donald Trump is this horrible person that you're telling us he is, and you know what I'm saying, racist, hateful, fascist, all, you know what I'm saying? I believe Obama called him a fascist. Why are you sitting and smiling with him? Because if he's racist and he hate us, then that makes him our enemy. That means that he doesn't care for us whatsoever and he's an enemy to us. But yet you're sitting with this guy and you're laughing with him. I mean, listen, look at this. This don't look like any animosity to me. Making him laugh. And they so-called got a lip reader to find out what was said. And I don't know how true this is. But he says, I can't talk. We have to find a quiet place. This is a matter of importance and we need to do this outside. So what we can deal with it today, certainly. But when Kamala Harris came through, you see Kamala, she stood on business. Unlike Obama. And this ain't the point, but the point is, look at that. Look, Kamala like sitting down. She got her husband. She had him pull up with her. She sat down, didn't even acknowledge him. She with the Obama looking like, oh man, it's uncomfortable. He don't even have his wife with him. And he's just staring at her like, is she gonna speak to me? And she, nope, turned right back around and look, you can see, I think that's Biden's wife, is that? And Melania, she just, yeah. But you see Kamala and he and Obama right there just chuckling. They just having a good old conversation, but yet we talking about canceling Nelly, canceling Snoop Dogg, Soulja Boy. But what about this right here? I'm asking because I don't know the rules of canceling. I don't know these rules or anything. So I'm asking the people, what about this? He hates us, he denigrates us, he puts us down. He's all these things, but yet you're right here sitting next to this guy who doesn't have our best interests, who just don't care about us. And you're laughing with him. Everybody got their wives and husbands, and they booed up, but Michelle's not here. But yeah, that's the point. That's my point right there. Like I'm asking because I need to be educated. Apparently, I don't know the rules of what's or who or how. Like, you know what I'm saying? Picking like, okay, let's be angry at this person. Or like, how do you choose to be angry at Nelly, Snoop, Soulja Boy, but not Barack Obama, who was once the leader of this country? And again, I did say that Charlemagne said the same thing. Now I haven't seen this, but I'm gonna play it. It says Charlemagne calls it hypocrisy that people are mad at Nelly and Snoop and Nelly and Snoop Dogg for performing at President Donald Trump's inauguration celebration, but don't have the same smoke for Joe Biden, who had tea with Trump. Yeah, and you saw he and Trump in a video not too long ago too, actually cackling and laughing. And this is the same guy that told us if we don't vote for him, then we ain't black. If we have a hard time deciding between, he told it to this guy you see on the screen. And we have a hard time as black people deciding between he and Donald Trump, then we ain't black. But yet he's laughing with him, having tea with him. He's bad for us. He's a fascist. He hates us. He's degrading. He's put us down, denigrated us. That's the word I was looking for. I lost it for a second. He's put us down as people. He doesn't have our best interests. He's a fascist and all these things. But yet, I'm truly lost for words. And it's not about Obama. It's about the people, mainly our people, who say, let's cancel Nelly, Snoop Dogg, Soulja Boy. Oh, are we canceling Kamala Harris? She was there. Oh no, it was her job to be there. What was going to happen if she didn't show up? Joe Biden was there. He says again, celebration, but have no smoke for Biden, who had tea with Trump before his inauguration. And there was also another video of them just laughing too, months ago, or a month or two or so ago. Or Barack Obama, who smiled with Trump after saying that he's a threat to democracy. Let's just hear what Charlamagne has to say, because like I said, I was saying the same thing, and I just explained my position, and I want to hear what he got to say.
You know, the hypocrisy that people display in regards to who they like and don't like is mind-blowing to me. Like, there is no way you are more mad at rappers for performing at these inauguration events than you are at the elected officials who told us Trump was a fascist, a threat to democracy, a danger to our country and the Constitution. They likened him to Hitler, but then folks like Biden just welcomed him back in the White House. Obama was sharing a good laugh with him at the funeral of President Carter. We know why the rappers, did what they did. We know why they doing it. They got paid. What's the politician's excuse for normalizing Trump?
Oh, when I said that on Twitter over the weekend, I'm still getting dragged. They said because Obama has to do that as a politician.
He doesn't have to do Trump.
Not an excuse at all. Again, not an excuse at all. He doesn't have to do anything like that. There is no obligation for Barack Obama to sit next to Donald Trump at a funeral and speak with him and laugh with him. None whatsoever. If he's all these things, he hates black people, supposedly. He's the enemy to us. He wants to see us in the worst positions ever, according to a lot of these people. But yet you're sitting and laughing with someone who doesn't have our best interest. There is no excuse for that. You cannot blame that on business.
Trump didn't do it 4 years ago.
Exactly. Trump said the
He didn't
election.
have to do
Trump
it.
said the election was stolen in 2020, and then he acted like it. He didn't do no peaceful transfer of power. He didn't show up to the inauguration, because why would you ever show up to an inauguration after you just accused a bunch of people of stealing an election?
Trump stood on business when he felt like he was robbed.
Democrats could learn a thing or two from that. And if you ask me, all that smoke you have for the rappers, you should have for Obama. You should have for Biden and all the other elected officials who got us all riled up and scared, only to turn around and have tea with a man they likened to Hitler. Like, literally, just was having tea with him yesterday. I would respect it more if folks was consistent and they gave Obama and Biden smoke, but I didn't see none of that. But y'all mad at Nelly and Snoop?
Yeah, I ain't seen
Nelly and Snoop don't hold more weight than Biden and Obama? Like, that, honestly, those performances are inconsequential. But what are people going to remember 2 years from now in midterms, or 4 years from now when it's another presidential election? They're going to remember when, oh, you told us these were you liking this guy to Hitler and this guy was a threat to democracy, but then we saw you showing all your teeth with him at a funeral.
And not only that, when he sat there and pretty much peed on your whole last 4 years in front of your face, and you did absolutely positively nothing to
They
smile.
booed Obama when he walked out, y'all.
Yo, President Biden did preemptive pardons yesterday for his whole family, for Dr. Fauci, for the January 6th committee, because he feels like Donald Trump is a threat to them and a danger to them. But then he turned right around and had tea with him before the inauguration.
Well,
You did all of that. You're still saying this man is a threat and danger, but you're still having tea with him in the White House.
moral of the story is when they go low, y'all should stay home, like Michelle Obama did.
Thank God for Michelle Obama. Drop on a cruise bomb for Michelle Obama, who seems to be the only person you can trust on that side, because she's the only one keeping the same energy. If you don't like someone, don't pretend to. And if you think someone is a threat to democracy, act like it.
Well, Biden pardoned his people, but he didn't pardon the black people that needed it. Fannie, he didn't pardon. He didn't pardon Maryland. He didn't pardon a bunch of them.
Oh yeah,
That he could have pardoned.
Oh, Fannie Willis and Alvin Bragg and
Could have pardoned all of them.
James.
Everybody gets a party.
He ain't pardon the black people. He pardoned his people. People that look like him. I'ma hold you down, but the other people that needed it, now you on your own.
Well, welcome to a new regime, y'all.
And
Wrapping up.
I hate so much when people say, "Oh, Trump don't do, Snoop don't do nothing for the community," and Nelly. I'm sitting there like, man, if you knew what Snoop did for his own community, from the Pop Warner, for all the ish that he has done for people.
I just think the smoke for Nelly and Snoop is inconsequential compared to President Obama and Biden, who played in our faces. Like, that's just my personal opinion. But y'all need.
It definitely is, man. Again, we ain't gonna stay here past this, but it definitely is. It's pointless. Nelly and Snoop don't hold more power than Barack Obama and Joe Biden. But anyway, man, I'm not gonna keep y'all. I just want to share that. Let me know what y'all think. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as usual, we will see you all soon. You have a blessed one. Peace.
Hear me out, here we go. It's the Reed Report. Bring it to you live. On Bring it to you live. On time. Bring it to you live. On time. Bring it to you live.